This woman was raised in a...
If I told you that I was
accidentally using her power.
No, I got the lowest rating in all of...
If you fart in a jar and keep it sealed, you might think the smell would go away after a few years. But, you see, scientifically, hydrogen sulfide can survive for years in a sealed environment. So, if you sniff it after a few years, it will bring you back to that burrito you shouldn't have eaten.
Bro, aren't there, like, people on the internet that do sell, like, jars of stuff like this? Or wait, was that bathwater? Regardless, hey, I watched this creator, Zach D Films, 100% you got it right. Welcome back, goons, you're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, have you guys tried this? Have you kept something away in a jar and came back years later and then smelled the thing and then reminisced about the time that you actually stored the... Sorry, am I thinking time capsules? It's a type of time capsule. Hey, I got some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even know. I thought it was just some AI generated thing. It was a real place the entire time. Deals with real images. Right from, what was that, Windows 7 desktop? It was a very, oh my god. Hey, you tell your girlfriend this is important. This was very important. I needed to know. And we found the place, so what do we do now? Do we all make a trip there and see if there's anything more that they're hiding over there? Why did they show us this place? Of all the places they could have picked, why this?
I call it resting bothered face. Okay, this is a real phenomenon, which is that all of us have different faces at rest. Now, I want you to look at my face for a second. My face at rest, my mouth angles down in sort of an upside down U, so it looks like this. You see how these are going down?
Yeah.
Are you laughing at my U?
A little bit.
Okay. So at rest, I look a little sad. That is just my mouth at rest. Yours goes pretty straight across. You have a lot of hood. That's what that's
I have
called.
a lot of hood.
A lot of hood.
Yes.
This is hood. Yes. So that probably makes you, do people think you're angry or tired?
Both.
Both. Okay. People never call me angry. They call me sad. You need to look in the mirror and figure out what is the default of your face. If your mouth angles down into a frown, people are going to think you're sad. You're going to have to be counteracting that with your cues. If you have a lot of hood above your eyes, or you have these two vertical lines that appear between your eyebrows, you actually don't have them, but if some people at rest even have those two lines, people are going to think you're angry or frustrated. If you have down eyes, so I don't know if you noticed, but I've added cat makeup to my eye.
Ah, yes.
Yes, that actually makes me look less sad, because also my eyes slope a little bit down at the end, which makes me look sad. So people often are like, are you okay? Are you tired? I'm like, no, that's just my face. So I have ways that I counteract it. One, I get to use makeup, which is a great thing. But second, I know that I need to make my face a little bit more up, right? So when I am interacting with someone, when I'm on video, when I'm interview, I typically rest my face in an upward position. I've activated these muscles, so don't I look happier?
You do, but have you got to consciously tell yourself to do
Yes.
that, or do you just always remember?
No, I have to consciously tell myself to do that. Now, I only need to do that with people with their first impression. Or when I'm trying to make a good impression. My team knows that I'm not sad, right? Like my team, they see me all the time. They see me without makeup. They know that I'm not sad. They know that's just my face. So here's what's critical. One, you should know, what is your resting default? Are you looking sad, angry, or afraid?
Wait, what's my resting default? Goons, tell me. You guys watch me more than I even watch myself. I don't go around mirrors. I barely look at myself on the internet, so... What's my resting face like? I definitely do not have to think about the faces I put on. My reactions are as authentic as they can get. I feel like everyone else is faking the things, just like this girl. What, you have to now fake the things? And you're just an actor at that point. Who is this for? Hey, I also completely understand this lady. I feel like people have told me I suffer from RBF, but they don't call it bothered. They call it something else. I'm like, bro, I'm not even the same gender. But they're like, nope, Teddy, you got it. And I'm like, I don't even know how, but they know. They know that the real Teddy is just a lively, void type guy that's just lively and void all at the same time. Void meaning what? Void like return, or void as in like space void? And then you're really, it's all the things. I'm a lively void, all right?
I do not know how y'all live in the elevation. I'm in Breckenridge, Colorado, which is like, what, 9,200 feet above sea level, and my home is 600 feet, okay? I just took a shower, and when you mix thin air with no oxygen in it, with humidity, water in the air, oh my God, it feels like you cannot breathe. My dad has altitude sickness and is on oxygen, but man, I'm feeling it. We have little pulse ox, so I'm gonna check it and see what it is. It's crazy. It is crazy. But never fear. Don't cry for me, Argentina. We are leaving tonight to get out of this elevation, back to civilization that is compatible with life. Places where they have oxygen in the air.
Nah, I kind of want you to, like, evolution-wise, you know, and, like, be the human that can now breathe in less oxygen because you don't need it, just like the mountain people of Nepal. Yay, they don't need the same oxygen level as us. They can breathe the thinner oxygen because they're at a much higher elevation. I've been to Provo, Utah, similar to Colorado. It's higher elevation places, and I will tell you, you know, they even have the alcohol there watered down, so I will tell you, it's not the same. You go to other places, and then you go to a very high altitude place, you're gonna get drunk way faster at the high altitude place than the normal place. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. There's less of everything, and the more you have of something, because there's less of everything else, it hits you even more. Yeah, it happened to me. What did Argentina have to do with this?
Those little fuzzballs are called pills. I'm a dry cleaner, and I'm going to teach you a couple different ways to remove them. There are a variety of tools you can use. Each has their advantages. The basic depilling comb is small, inexpensive, and handy. My favorite is the Gleaner comb because it has 3 different heads along with a lint brush. The most fun to use is the sweater shaver. This is great for big jobs. If you're in a pinch, a cheap disposable razor will work decently. Just remember that you're removing material from your garment, so try not to overdo it.
Guys, I never knew this. I have garments that do this for no reason whatsoever, and I'm like, why? And it looks unsightly, like random ball of fabric here, like it wasn't there when I bought the thing, and now all of a sudden it's there. And then you remove the thing with the thing, and then it's like, oh my God, how did I do so much damage? Because you removed all the fabric, buddy. You removed all the fabric. Oh, good to know that there's all these other tools that I can do instead of that vacuum like shaver thing, because that's all I got right now. I may have to switch to disposable razors next time this happens. Wait, what? They have these inscriptions because they're like warding off vanity, so they're not vain. They're like blocking the evil things. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now we just have tattoos, I think. Sorry. It's still the type of sticker, just more permanent. They go right on your face, some of them. It's wild.
Is the head of the Sphinx so much smaller than the body of the Sphinx? I mean, look at the paws on that thing and then look at the head. That's not the right proportion. At some point in time, that head had to have been replaced with something much smaller. Now, it's replaced with the 4th dynasty's pharaoh, and that's why it's dated to 2500 BCE, because that was the pharaoh at that time, and the surrounding structures all came from the 4th dynasty as well. But a lot of people, including myself, believe that it used to be a lion's head and it was actually proportionate to the body, and it aligned with Leo 10,500 years ago. So that would greatly extend the age of the Sphinx. That would mean that the Egyptians did not build it. That would mean the Sphinx was built during the Younger Dryas period. That would mean an ancient lost civilization most likely built the Sphinx. And that's not it. There's water erosion on the Sphinx that puts it back 7,000 to 12,000 years ago. Granted, I don't know shit about water erosion, so I'm relying on the scientists that do, but they say that these right here are water erosion canals, and this is showing that the Sphinx has been there for much longer than we think. Now, you would think that this mystery of when the Sphinx was constructed, when the head was replaced, all this would be the greatest mystery behind it all. But it's actually not. What's underneath the Sphinx is an even greater mystery, because in the early 1990s, they used ground-penetrating radar to find that there is a large cavity underneath the Sphinx that's never been explored. What's in there? Who put it there?
You stop it. We literally having history repeat itself. They did this in 1990 for the Sphinx, and then 2022 or 2023, they did it for the pyramids, and they found even more stuff with the ground penetrating sound radar things, and they were like, hey, the pyramids are all held by columns, and there's structures, and the structures are similar to like how where Khufu's chamber is. It's very similar structures, gigantic granite blocks, and we're just supposed to blindly believe that, hey, the Egyptian government's gonna let us go and explore. They didn't even let us explore the Sphinx. Why would they let us explore underneath the pyramids? They didn't even let us explore underneath the Sphinx, and the ones that did, they are all gone. They're all gone. Where's the evidence? Oh no, Teddy, I had this one guy who did the things and he told me. Yeah, show me the evidence, buddy. They're not going to let anybody through. But they did find things underneath the pyramids that we probably, hopefully in our lifetime, we can either validate or they're going to shove it away, put it under the rug, and it was things we weren't supposed to know. And then 100 years from now, a different person comes out and he's like, I found the... Sorry.
If I told you that I was in Connecticut, would you believe me?
All right, I mean, this guy must be naive. I'm in Connecticut, so I will tell you that there is a company called Tilcon that does like this type of excavation of mountains and then grabbing like rocks and structures and then selling it or whatever they're doing. But they do it exactly like this. They drill from the top and they burr all the way thing. Once they're done, they move to the next location. They've been doing it for quite some time. Tilcon still exists in Connecticut. Yeah, still here. But I don't know, unless you're trying to say, oh no, this is some ancient thing and it wasn't Tilcon or some kind of modern machinery that was excavating, then yeah, hey, yeah, you got me. I wouldn't have believed it. But to me, this looks like it can be explained. Hey, talking about things that can be explained, I can't explain why YouTube won't push us in the algorithm. They keep telling me that the returning audience is shrinking and they don't want to watch any more Teddy videos. So I'm not reaching out to the returning audience anymore. I'm reaching out to the goons. Hey, the original goons, the goons that interact, the goons that know that their interactions matter the most, that their interactions are going to be the things that help propel these videos into the algorithm so we can find other goons just like you, because that returning audience is not supporting us. And if they are returning, they aren't watching 50% of the way through. But the goons, the 30% of that returning audience, the true goons, you're doing the things and I appreciate you. Thank you. I will still do this as long as you're with me. Are you with me? Are you going to interact? Come on now. I'll disappear if you don't.
This woman was raised in a satanic cult and her own mother wanted her to do the unthinkable.
Did your mom force you to eat Sam?
Yes. There was a victim named Sam. He was 8 years old from Chicago. Or at least that's what my parents told me. Most traumatic night of my life. Like, my mom and dad were like, he's your new brother. We had dinner with him. They called it the Last Supper, and afterwards they sacrificed him. So it was my turn when I was 5, almost 6, to solely sacrifice a child, and it was Sam, the 8-year-old. We just had dinner with him. I love Sam. I'll never stop loving Sam, and I'll never betray Sam. I think that he's a big reason why I'm here today recovering, because it was such a traumatic memory that I've held on. But during that ritual, we had dinner with Sam and I thought he was my new brother, and I was so excited because I'm like, this brother, this 8-year-old's going to save my broken family. And after the ritual, things changed pretty quick. Roles in my family changed throughout the years. For example, my older sister started to graduate towards the cleanup role, which was my father's role. So during the exact ritual itself, my older sister wasn't there. I remember me on the right, my younger sister on the left. My mom was behind me, and she gave me a knife for my right hand, and She told
What? Your mom told you to do what with the knife? What? You ate Sam? And you're telling me that you're like a much better person from that experience and you've grown? No. No. Oh my, I'm not even here to change anyone's religion, and I'm not here to debate any religious practices or any of that sort, but this is a wild thing. I don't even understand why even, oh my God, what benefit? You eat the guy and then what? Boom, your family's fixed? It still sounds like your family fell apart, you know? What was the ritual for? What did your sister do? Is your sister still part of the thing? I have many questions. I feel like their family is still part of the things because I have met Luciferians. I have met people that are into the like the dead religions, which are more death oriented, and I definitely don't understand everything. But like the things that I am getting, you know, I'm like, really? This worked at some point? They just ate they still eat. Oh my God, there's no winning. You can't stop stupidity. They're just gonna keep. Sorry, I'm not even saying this is I'm not even trying to disrespect your religion. I'm just saying the act of eating your own kind just feels very inferior. Stupidity.
They found out where the quote-unquote devil lives in the world. In the Bible, Jesus said, one of my teachers named Antipas would die and be martyred, right? Saint Antipas was martyred and he was killed in, you know that bowl? They put something in like a metal bowl and they like boil him alive. That happened in Geneva, Switzerland. People are saying Geneva, Switzerland is the literal place of hell. It's literally the portal to hell, or that's at least where the devil resides. That's what it says in the Bible. Do you know what else is in Geneva, Switzerland? CERN. CERN headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, and the CERN logo is what? Yeah. And people say CERN is working on particle generation and messing with matter of the universe to what? To tear our dimension with the supernatural and the natural fast. Theory? What if they're trying to open the portal to hell, bro?
Bro, let them open all the portals because it sounds like in my current timeline, they've already done the things and they've already collapsed the earth. So at this point, we need to find where we can sustain just in case they mess it up again. Because I just want a portal up to the places where I can sustain because I'm trying to be the cockroach that lives forever. But at the same time, as soon as you said Geneva, Switzerland, I knew this was CERN. Like how many videos we understand CERN's in Geneva, Switzerland, but there's a lot of CERNs. That's not even, okay, that's potentially the biggest one, but there's even smaller CERNs, like I think like 60 of them across the world that are literally doing the same things, literally closer to you than you think. You don't need to go to Switzerland. There could be something right near you. And then what if they're the ones that actually open the portals and they open the... See, I'm spiraling. And then here I am thinking that hell was in like Hell, Alabama or Hell, Michigan or something.
I believe that Whitney Houston figured out they were trying to kill her. She gave that note to Brandy. Brandy read the note, got scared, and went back and told her brother Ray J what Whitney told her. Because her brother was dating Whitney at the time. I believe Ray J went back and told Diddy what was in that note, and I believe Diddy went and told Clive Davis. I believe Diddy told Ray J to go in that room and get her nice and comfortable, and when she's relaxed, give me a call. I believe it was Diddy that came to that room and did the job himself. Wow. Which is why Ray J left and was held in the hotel for hours.
This is all new for me. I'm really emotional right now. I really don't know really what to say. But what I will say is that I love and I'm hurt.
Then tried to come back in and pretend like he was comforting Bobby Christina, and then he was pushed out of the hotel and escorted out with another bad actor who was involved in the unalivement of Michael Jackson, escorted him out to the car, and not a good car or a black car or a limo car, like a Toyota or a Subaru or something. Get out of here! Get out of here!
Wait, what? I guess some of this comes because I don't know too much about Whitney Houston. I think she's like a singer or actress or something. What happened with her? Did something happen? Is Diddler involved? Is it just like a Tupac situation? He just doesn't take the blame, but he is the instigator? I mean, and then she said Ray J and then showed the Kardashians? Isn't Ray J made the Kardashians famous, right? Wait, who made... OJ made that? Jaguar Wright telling us the things. There could very well be truth to that. You don't know. Are you going to get the letter and then find out exactly what was? No, they've already covered it up, it sounds like. It sounds like they've potentially silenced this person is what she's insinuating, but I don't know. This is all alleged. We need Diddler's case to come forth to see if she's actually involved or even stated in the thing. Probably not. It's probably too late now, and they're probably looking at other more modern times, but... anything's plausible. Let's see. Justice for Whitney. That's what I say.
He was caught accidentally using her powers. Wait, what?
Whoa.
There we go.
Okay, but it does have... Oh my god, I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's all right.
I couldn't do
going
that
on
again
over
if I tried.
One of the celebrities that played a witch recently.
Oh, Ariana Grande?
Yeah. Was on Hot Ones. She like had a chicken wing, dropped it. But people are saying she used like telekinesis when she dropped it because the chicken wing flipped and it like hovered over. And it still doesn't make sense to me.
Are you sure it just didn't fall like a wrong way?
Watch it. What are you? It did a kickflip, yeah, man?
Oh, yeah, it did do it.
It did a kickflip, pop, shove it? Nah. So this is what happened. Theory. He's on Hot Ones. He's not in the right mindset because the food's too spicy.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm just like trying to see if I can do the thing. So you pick it up and it seems like her thumb like slips on the bone part, and that does cause whatever object, if you put enough pressure and pinch on it, does cause the object to do like a little twirl. It could be plausible. I mean, I've done it with tech decks. Why can't I not do it with everything's a skateboard in tech deck, Teddy? Oh yeah, you know. Oh, for those of you guys, it's like finger skateboards. It's a thing, and you can do all kinds of tricks with them. It was a thing. They sold it to me when I was a kid. They may still exist. But yeah, it could be explained. Or 100% she's the witch. She played one. Why can't she be one? Or maybe she's also interacting with one. We know many things about the...
There was a famous song by Eminem, and it made some reference like "Don't touch little boys like Michael," and had a music video where he had like a Michael Jackson lookalike throw his nose across a bed or throw it at a wall. I watched that with Michael, and he didn't have much of a reaction to it, and I thought he would be angry. He said to me, I really respect Eminem, but he said, it is what it is, and that's that. And then I thought, wow, so you're going to sue him? About a month later, his best friend, Mark Lester. So Mark said, you know what Mike's done? I said, no, what's he done now? He's bought all of Eminem's music. Are you sure? I said, yeah. Some kind of revenge thing. Next time I was with Michael, I was with him the following week. I said, Michael, have you bought Eminem's music? He said, yeah. He said, you know what? I thought about that video and it was wrong. I was sick of lawsuits. I've had them all my life. He said, I just bought all his songs. So now every time he wants to play, he has to ask me permission and I get paid.
I know some of you are going to look at this and be like, hey, this is a thing, but this also feels like a crazy thing, man. Let the artists own their music, man. Let them make the money, man. I understand Michael had good intentions. He even had that with the Marvel and Disney, right? He was going to buy all the rights to the thing, so he makes it. Yeah, and then, I'm telling you, they could have silenced the guy. They could have just literally said all the things to make him look bad, and in fact, he was. Because there are a lot of people that do defend Michael as well. Hey, I'm not here to change your views on Michael. I'm just trying to react to the situation. Oh, man. Now, my real question is, did he end up retaining the rights to that music and that foundation is still making money, or what ended up happening? Who has the rights? Does Eminem have the rights back? Did he buy them back? I have many questions. I'm not here to change what you feel about the moon. Oh my God, why are all these like, I'm Teddy, you're not here to change me. I understand, Teddy, I understand. You don't do stuff, you just react. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for understanding. I keep trying to tell people, but the comments are going crazy. Like, Teddy, you're pushing all kinds of agendas onto. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is literally what I tried to stop. Yeah. did some research here. They said only the original moon footage was lost, but these weren't the original moon footages, right? These were other voyages that we had to the moon that we have recordings of. So, hey, Teddy, this is not the original. This is fake. Hey, simmer down. Go do the research. Go do the research. You still believe? You still believe? Really? Really? Gravity? Oh, wow. All that dust. Oh, wow. Wow, you're smarter than us. Oh, man. Next, you're going to be telling me that the galaxy is... Never mind.
Snow White got the lowest rating in all of Disney history with a 2.3 on IMDb.
No longer 1937. It's not going to be saved by the prince. It's not going to be saved by the prince.
All over the internet, these actresses, the show, the premise, are getting memed. Like this one, they're trying to convince you this is the most beautiful girl in the world. Because the premise of Gal Gadot's character is to ask a mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all, and they show Snow White. But people are saying that Gal Gadot looks far more attractive than this actress, whatever. And then there's the whole controversy with the Seven Dwarfs, and Peter Dinklage, whatever. And the trailer got 1.4 million downvotes, whatever. And then there's also the chat music of the trailer.
If I saw this movie on a plane, I would still walk out. This trailer makes me want to sit on the TV and look at my cat.
And there are even people saying that the final ending is just a P. Diddy white party. Watch. Was the internet right? Should we be mad at Snow White? Let me know in the comments if you've seen it. And will you see it?
All right, first and foremost, I'm not here to judge anyone on their looks or anything, but this is something that Disney has been doing, like even with The Little Mermaid, they've been doing these risque changes to the characters that are animated and bringing different races and stuff. This is definitely Disney's rule book. Hey, don't make it normal, just make it weird. So, you got to watch the weird. So you're already watching the weird. Definitely felt like it was a diddler white party at the end. What was going on? I was waiting for the baby oil stacks to show up, and I'm like, really? You just openly telling us this is how they do it now? Oh my god. Where do you even do? And then, by the way, isn't Gal Gadot Wonder Woman or something? So she's also in this? I haven't kept up with any Disney stuff, I'm sorry. But I'm sure at some point Kara's gonna watch this too, and it's gonna be great. You come up with your own reactions and your own conclusions and your own experiences. Just because someone tells you something stinks, like the Transformers movie, and you're like, oh no, I'm not going to watch it. You made a mistake, my friend. You literally should have watched the Transformers movie because it was way better than what the critics rated it. And half the time you can't even trust the critics because you got to come up with your own conclusions of what you like. Don't let the critics tell you what to like. You like whatever you want.
I tonight met a fan who predicted they would meet each other one day.
Can you send me a message? Yes. December? Yes, bro. One day I will meet you and have fun with you, brother. Hey, today's your day, my boy. Let's have some fun, all right?
Dude, one day I'll meet you and we'll have fun together. Love you, goons.
Steve Irwin said it best, right? Crocodiles are easy. They just want to kill you. People are much more complicated because they pretend to be your friend first. And it's so true. If you kind of live by that and just read the situation, it's like, yeah, I got it. I know. With a crocodile, he wants to eat me the whole time. There's no world in which he doesn't.
Wait, I don't understand. So what, that friend doesn't want to be friends? He also wants to eat you eventually too? So you approach both situations the same way?
Are you a flat earther?
I'm a flat earther.
Being a flat earther? Yeah.
You a flat earther?
No, these motherfuckers should never get hit in the head again. Flat earthers. Y'all have been around the world and should know that the earth is round.
That's how you know it's flat.
So what happens? You just run into a wall? Well, that's
If
physics.
the earth is curved, right, and it's going straight, and the earth is curving, at some point, wouldn't it fly off into space if it didn't tilt down?
I got to ask you just one question. Listen, what is a plane? An airplane. I ain't said airplane. A plane. Okay, that's flat. A flat surface. Okay, I got you. And what is an airplane? No. Be honest. Answer the question. What is an airplane? So if you air over a plane, then I would take it, right? Right. So what is that? What did it say? Put it together. Airplane. So you an air flying over a plane. What does sea level mean? Okay. So level. See, I get. Let me ask you a question. Is it called sea curve? Let me get this right.
He got cooked.
No, hey, you got cooked.
He's cooked.
Hey,
Where's something?
well done.
To be honest, I didn't like the way this debate was. And really, if we were ever going to have a debate of this sort, I wouldn't disrespect anybody or make fun of them. I would literally hear them out all the way through. It sounds like this guy's just trying to get his thoughts through, and we're just laughing and belittling him. And that's sometimes what happens. And just because you're doing that doesn't mean you're right. It just means that there's a lot of people in that room. But I'm not here to debate, hey, do you believe the earth is flat or round? I'm just trying to talk about the debate as a whole, and I hope everyone gets their equal value of time and no one gets disrespected in any way, shape, or form. But hey, it is a sea level and it is an aeroplane. Why? In my current timeline, I believe I'm in the firmament and I'm on around Earth. It's both in my timeline. Hey, you can't change my timeline. What? Now you're gonna debate me and not give me the respect in order to prove to you that this is what I feel? Yeah, you're just laughing at me. I see you there.
Stay tuned for our next launch. This one's called The Mark of the Beast 2000. This is satire for entertainment purposes only.
Oh, they spent billions of dollars on that and it's that flimsy? Really? And that thing is supposed to only go 800 feet above in our atmosphere? Oh, I'm sorry, 800 miles? It's still not that much. The moon's many more miles than that. Mars, many more miles than that. But hey, at least we made it in this flimsy thing and it can make it to here. And then our... Yeah. We gonna keep eating the things that they feed into us and just blindly believe it. Yeah, you keep doing that. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna come up with my own conclusions, and based on that, I'll figure out what I need to focus on, because I'm not worried about these distractions. There's real things going on, real things in your life that you need to look into and work on. Stop worrying about everything else. Work on yourself and your experiences, and then come to the conclusions. Well, good, you made it to the end. Hey, wow, that's all I can say, because literally I feel like, wow, there is a lot to take in, and it is always just keep stacking up. Now I just want to know when Egypt is going to finally tell us about the pyramid structures underneath the pyramids. When are they going to give us the go-ahead and say, yes, we can finally excavate and see the things? Who's going to be the first one to go down there and then actually find out that, in fact, there is an entire lost civilization that went underneath the earth, and the pyramid was some kind of energy device in order to give them the power that they needed in their times? And then, sorry, don't inspire them. There should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the Goon Fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Triple cheese. Wake up.